Tyches' Gift, A Tale of Fortune and Balance. In the heart of a bustling Greek city, there stood a grand temple dedicated to Tyche, the goddess who wielded control over luck, destiny, and the prosperity of all who sought her favor. Her statue, carved from marble, wore a serene smile, and in one hand she held a cornucopia overflowing with fruits, coins, and flowers, while the other hand balanced a wheel of fortune. Among the city's inhabitants was a humble fisherman named Dionysios. His days were spent battling the unpredictable waves, his nets often returning empty. The struggle to feed his family weighed heavily on him. One evening, after a particularly fruitless day, he stood before Tyche's temple, clutching a simple offering, a single pearl he had once found in the sea. "Lady Tyche," he whispered, his voice trembling, "I do not seek wealth, only enough fortune to care for those I love." The temple was quiet, save for the flickering of oil lamps. Dionysios placed the pearl at Tyche's feet and turned to leave, but a soft voice stopped him. "Do you seek fortune, Dionysios?" The voice was melodic, yet commanding. He turned to see Tyche herself, her form glowing faintly as she stepped from the shadows of her statue. Stunned, Dionysios dropped to his knees. "I seek only what is fair, my goddess." Tyche smiled, tilting her head. "Fairness is a mortal concept. The wheel I spin cares not for fairness, only for balance. Some must rise while others fall." She raised her hand, and the golden wheel of fortune shimmered into view, its sections marked with symbols of wealth, famine, love, and loss. "Spin, Dionysios, if you dare. Let fate decide your fortune." Fear and hope warred in his heart. "And if I lose?" he asked. "You may lose much," Tyche replied, "but you may gain what you never dreamed possible." Summoning his courage, Dionysios reached out and spun the wheel. It spun faster and faster, a blur of light and shadow, until it slowed, clicking toward its resting place. Finally, it stopped on a golden coin. "Prosperity," Tyche declared. "Your fate is sealed." The goddess vanished, and Dionysios found himself standing alone in the temple, wondering if he had dreamed the encounter. The next day, Dionysios cast his net into the sea, and when he hauled it back, it was brimming with fish. Day after day, his luck improved. He built a larger boat, hired workers, and soon became one of the wealthiest men in the city. Yet, with his newfound fortune, he changed. He scorned the poor who came to him for help, hoarded his wealth, and abandoned the humility that had once defined him. Tyche watched from afar, her serene smile turning to a frown. One stormy night, Dionysios sailed his grandest ship out to sea, ignoring warnings of danger. As the waves grew fierce, the ship began to sink. Dionysios clung to a piece of wood, crying out for Tyche's help. The goddess appeared, standing on the waves as if they were solid ground. "You sought my favor, Dionysios, but forgot the balance of fortune. Prosperity is a gift, not a right." With a wave of her hand, the storm subsided, and Dionysios found himself washed ashore, his wealth gone, but his life spared. Humbled and grateful, Dionysios returned to his old life as a fisherman. This time, he shared what little he had with others, understanding that true fortune lay not in the abundance of wealth, but in the kindness of the heart. From then on, Dionysios would often visit Tyche's temple, not to ask for fortune, but to thank her for the lesson she had taught him. This story highlights Tyche's dual nature, as a giver of luck and a reminder of life's ever-turning wheel. It's a tale of fortune, balance, and the importance of humility. Let me know if you'd like to refine it further.